Senator Blumenthal, perhaps someone, a historian, maybe one of our witnesses, will tell us when we decided to create the federal law that Senator Lee related to, when we decided that protecting the existence of a serial number on a firearm was important to our government. I assume that decision was made in the hopes that we would reduce violent crime and the misuse of firearms. And then the obvious question, well, if it's already the law, why are we here today? And that really gets to the heart of the issue, because that statute applies to finished firearms. And up until recent times, that was usually the case. When people were purchasing a firearm, it was a finished product. And there was a federal law which required a serial number. Well, we live in a brand new world now. And over the internet, you can buy these so-called kits to make your own gun, so-called ghost guns, and avoid the very statute you've quoted. So that's what the Blumenthal bill is all about, closing a loophole in the law which allows anyone to avoid the necessity of having a serial number on a firearm. Isn't that what it gets down to? Isn't that basic? And Senator Cruz before you was mocking the use of the term ghost gun and went so far at one point, I don't want to misstate what he said, but I got the impression this just isn't happening. People aren't using ghost guns in crime. Hang on tight, Senator. I'm sorry Senator Cruz has a conflict in another committee. Hang on tight when you listen to the witnesses here. They're going to give you chapter and verse of cities and counties across the United States where these ghost guns, without serial numbers, untraceable, are being confiscated in the commission of crime, deadly, violent crime. Senator Cruz was suggesting this is some sort of folly by Senator Blumenthal. It is not. It is a matter of life and death. And I think it's not too much to ask that even for the hobbyist, whatever they're purchasing, have a serial number and comply with the federal law. That's what this is all about. And I'm glad we're having this hearing. Thank you, Senator Blumenthal. And the notion that we would have a proliferation of homemade guns, untraceable homemade guns, and that is in the best interest of our nation, I beg to differ. Saying to people who misuse firearms, we're not going to give you another avenue, another option to create a gun with no serial number and go out and kill someone with it. We're going to make it more difficult. And I think most Americans would agree with that.